3 weeks later and I'm finally back from Florida and the wheat is looking scrumptious. So we drove all day yesterday from Sarasota, Florida, all the way back up here to Pennsylvania. 16-hour drive roughly. It was a very, very long day, you can imagine. Left at 4:30 in the morning and got here at about 9:30. So very, very, very long day of travel, but I can say I'm very, very glad to be home. Florida's cool and all, I like it, but to me, nothing beats home. Nothing beats the 4 seasons, nothing beats the open air, the open space, the smells, the scenery, nothing beats it in my mind. So I'm very happy to be home, even though it is 35 degrees right now. I love Carhartt weather. So call me crazy, my girlfriend calls me crazy, they think I'm psycho, but I live for this stuff. I love my 4 seasons, man. I gotta have my winter, spring, summer, fall. I can't just have my summer and then my super hot summer. This is the first time I've seen these guys since I left. Hopefully they remember me. Make sure everything's good out here. Manure pile needs spread. Barn's probably gonna need cleaned out this week. It is definitely spring green up. I mean, the pastures here, I don't know if you can see them, but the pastures are greening up. The wheat is really greening up. It did get top dressed a couple weeks ago, so that kind of helped a little bit, but it's a great day to be alive. Hi, buddy. How you doing? How you doing? Whoa, you've never gotten this close to me. Hi, buddy. Oh, hi. Hi. Yeah. What's wrong with you? You'd never get this close to me. Oh, boys. All right. So we got alfalfa starting to come in here and the orchard grass starting to green up. Everything's coming up. This is good. This is what I like to see. Today is March 20th. Still got a ways to go till we make hay, but this is gonna be the first hay that we make in the spring. These fields, the new seeding, and we're taking care of it. We're looking after it. So this, we'll probably take this off mid-May, looking like. And then the older alfalfa stands that we were making a bunch of hay off of last year, those were rotating into grass at the end of the year, but we got to put beans in them first. So we have to time it right to plant beans in there when the wheat comes off. So the plan is we're going to take about 2 cuttings off of that and then plant beans in them early July. We're not going for quality in that. I'm just going for tonnage because I want to big bale it and feed it to my steers. That's what I want to do. I don't want to put all the time and effort and wear and tear machinery into trying to make quality hay off of that when it's not a quality stand to begin with. Plus, I need the tonnage for the steers anyway, so I might as well make the hay off of it when I can. So that'll probably get made end of May, beginning of June, and then we'll take a second cutting off end of June, beginning of July. Hopefully everything times itself right. So we're gonna have some busy weeks here in May. Plus, we've got custom work up here for the neighbors. So stuff's gonna be busy. It's gonna be a busy time, but yeah, I'm excited for it. Still over a month away, but I'm getting ready. I'm busy. I'm excited. Let's go. Don't mind me working in sweatpants, okay? I do it. Everybody does it. So here's the ditch that, of course, I spent a very long time filling in. And just before I left for Florida, my dad and my brother came up and seeded it and spread some hay on it. Nothing's germinating yet. There's an alfalfa seed right there. Actually, take that back. That's alfalfa right there. That is germinating. So it is germinating. Never mind. Which, that's a great thing. That is awesome. Glad to see that. So if you didn't watch the videos, basically what I did is there's a super long ditch that runs all the way down to the corner and then all the way down the hill. And then there's a secondary ditch down the hill. Anyway, spent a long time and a lot of dirt filling it in because it was an absolute nightmare and a pain to work around last summer. So filled it in, packed it down, put hay bales in, and we had some leftover grass and alfalfa seed from when we planted this. We had the bags left over, so we just spread that over, and so we still have alfalfa grass right here, not just random grass seed from Tractor Supply. So we planted it right, it's packed down, it's good, and it's still obviously a little bit of a swale because this whole thing naturally kind of funnels. But I'm hoping that since we packed it down and now that we actually got grass in it, it won't erode. Previously, in previous years, it was in crop rotation, corn, beans, that sort of thing. So in the wintertime, even though there were cover crops in here, this ditch, there's still exposed and bare soil, and this ditch was never properly filled in ever. Even though there was cover crop, it kept washing it away. Now that there's grass and alfalfa in here, that creates a really thick sod layer. So now that we filled it in properly and there will be a continuous sod layer in here year round, hopefully we won't have to deal with this erosion problem for a very long time. Now this is a problem. Not 100% sure what's going on here. I don't know if that's mice. I mean, that's not a groundhog. I don't know if that's mice or if something's digging or what, but this is a problem. And there's a couple of these holes scattered around this field, and I hit them with the disc bind and poof, big cloud of dust goes everywhere. Oh, I hate it. There's another hole. That one don't look too active. That one's caved in. Here's another one here. That one don't look too active either. It might be, not sure. There is 2 big old groundhog holes right there on that hill. You can't see them, right about where my finger is. Came walking up over that hill. Groundhog had his head right out top. I was like, dang, should have a gun. So plan, some point I'm gonna sit right up there at the barn, prone. He ain't gonna see me. I got about a 200-yard shot to over there. I'm killing that sucker. Some farmers deal with deer. Some farmers deal with wild pigs. And some farmers deal with groundhogs. And all of them do damage. So here's the older alfalfa stands, and this is what I mean by lower quality hay right here. So here's orchard grass. This is good stuff. Here's some alfalfa. This is good stuff. But then we look, we've got weeds like this stuff. We've got these fall grasses in here, and you can walk around. We can find a whole bunch of other weeds. I know there's plantain in here. There's dandelions. There's onion grass. It's not the greatest stand because we didn't look after it last year. We had so much other stuff that we had focused on, and we just overlooked fertility and crop plant health. This year, however, we got an agronomist, and all of our, our wheat and our main hay fields, that's all good. And we're working with the agronomist, for fertility plan and kind of our rotation and how we should do things. So we're doing it right. And we're just gonna start with a blank canvas on this field. So there's still grass and hay in it. It's still gonna make some hay. It's not gonna be horse quality. So we're just gonna big bale it and feed it to the steers. That's the plan. And then when that's all taken off, blank canvas, put the beans in, and from there, should have good grass stand in here by next year. So while I was in Florida, my brother didn't actually do anything. He just got busy, which is all right. But that means all of my projects that I started 3 weeks ago, I've got to finish. So here's the grill that I painted, right? Nice glossy black. It's gonna look really nice. Gonna go on there, come over here. This is the clutch booster, of course, Eli was working on. And the one problem we ran into is, well, there's one O-ring that we still have that we don't know where it goes. We thought we knew where it went, couldn't get it in there, so it looks like we're just gonna send it and hopefully it doesn't leak. So if you have any input on rebuilding an IH clutch booster from a 66 series or even an 86 series, let us know. Because I was told that it's easy to rebuild, but Eli, who is much smarter than me when it comes to this stuff, was confused at where the last seal went. So, I don't know. We just don't know. So, we're going to send it, and hopefully it works. I think that looks pretty sharp. That'll look pretty nice. Back up front there, ain't that ugly, rusty color, whatever was going on there. Also got our Silo King, and we got 2 camo hats. So, I already had 2 camo ones before. And then last year I had a black one. And now this year I've got a gray with green mesh in the back. I like to change it up every year, but anyway, it's pretty cool.